Good morning. Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only, we call him the indelible one, DBL Nicks.
In the house.
Yeah, baby. AKA
Rainmaker.
Yeesh. And of course, it's not a party unless you have a bushy-tailed stunt queen herself, the Serengeti specialist. You know her as DBL Moms. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, folks. So, we're on YouTube. You know that, right? So, you might want to consider subscribing and doing what this young man says. Maybe.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Ooh, the way he says ring hits different. It hits different, I tell you. Yeah, and if you're not following us on x.com, a.k.a. Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money.
Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, we're also on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
And most certainly we're on TikTok, at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. Yeesh. Right? Yeesh. Okay. And, of course, we're going to be streaming live on the social media platforms for a while. And then around 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be streaming live in our Discord. And we want to welcome the new subscriber, ENEB. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, so, so we're going to have our live stream on the Discord. We invite you to join. Of course, the link is in the description. You get a 5-day trial for $1, and then it's $49.99 to be part of the Discord, where we call a lot of bangers a lot of times, baby, and also do a lot of educational stuff to get the indelible pride stronger, more powerful, more juicy. Yeah. Like today, we got a banger, TRIB, early in the morning. They had some news on some HIV thing, some HIV news, and it went up 105%. Yes. And that's in the dog days of summer. Dog days of summer. We also had ADXN, 63%, and ENSC, 90%, but we don't mention those because those are baby ones. They're like baby fish. We throw them back in the water and catch them when they become big belugas. Big belugas. Belugas. So let's get right into it, baby. Let's go. Let's take a look at what's going on. I don't know. Whale, fish, same difference. Same difference, no? Same difference. Listen, you're stressing me. I gotta have my espresso ice. Let me get ready here.
Such a diva.
I want my M&Ms, the green ones. I told you that. The green ones. Okay. We're looking at ENSC on the screen. It's a sub-dollar stock, currently up 67%, and it had some news. The news was that they received $14 million NIH grant for clinical development of novel opioid with overdose protection. Float, $8 million. Volume's been kind of ticking up there, almost 22 million, but right now we're looking at a situation where we need the price action to curl. Otherwise, it could be potentially a head and shoulders pattern. Here's your shoulder, here's your irregular shoulder, and there's your cabeza, aka head and shoulders. We don't want that. We want this price action to curl up and form a cup and handle, but we ain't got that yet. Abdullah, welcome to our YouTube. Thank you very much for subscribing. Okay, so the price action is staying above VWAP. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out, folks. Here we are. Boom, right there. Right over there is where the VWAP is at around 74 cents, more or less, and the price action is just above that. What we really want to see, if I zoom in, what we really want to see, Doubles, is we want to see this teal. I call it teal, but you call it crayon? Cyan. This Cylon color right here. The Cylon color curling upward, but it's not doing it, so it's failing below VWAP, so it may very well be a head and shoulders pattern. And this is what it looks like on the 1 minute, Doubles.
1 minute.
And when we look at the 5 minute, we're going to zoom in, take a look at the 5 minute, take a closer gander, and you can see that it's absolutely, Abdullah says welcome. Yes. Yes. Thank you, baby. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. We can see that it's an irregular head and shoulders on the 5 minute as well. It's below VWAP on the 5 minute. It's below VWAP on the 1 minute. And we can see that there's a diminishment in volume, and we can see that the RSI is going down towards the oversold area, but still has plenty of room to keep on going downward. So this seems to be the backside of the move. Can it recover? Can it stay above VWAP? Can it gain some volume and push upward? Only time will tell. So for now, ENSC, we put you on a side chart. Side chart. Let's go and check out another ticker that was moving. ADXN. ADXN, baby. Let's go right to it. Okay, so here we are looking at it on 1 minute, and we can see that, again, the RSI is in the mid zone. So, again, it's unclear if it's going to be continuing to sell off or get a burst of energy moving upward. But however, if we get the graffiti pencil out, we can see that on the 1 minute, the price action, generally speaking, is still trending upward. And if we change it to a 5-minute chart, and we want to get a little funkadelic, we could go ahead and do one of these joints right here and say, oh, it's a bull pennant. Oh, Shane. So what we want to see is we want to see the price action break through the upper band, which would be resistance, and maintain the upward momentum. The upper momentum. And it seems like it's poking its little head like a turtle. Like a little turtle out of its shell, right? But we need to get some more volume, because when we go to the 1 minute doubles, we can see that this particular candle does not have a lot of volume on it. It only has about 31,000 shares. And when we take a look at ADXN, it's currently up 56%. There was some insider buying reported at around 6:05 a.m. It is a micro mini skirt float at 716,000 shares. The volume is almost 5 million, but it needs to get some more volume. And if it can get some more volume doubles, it could become quite the schmexy stonks. But right now, we are looking to see if it can continue to break out of that pennant. And, of course, it would have resistance at the high of day, which is $12.60. So we could put a little line over here. And we're going to put you on the back burner and keep you cooking. And hopefully you'll make a nice little dish for the indelible pride. They're hungry. They're hungry for a runner. They want some runners. I want a runner. I want a doubles. I want a runner. I'm just saying. TRIB ran early in the morning. TRIB currently up 51%. It was up 105% early in the morning. I had my coffee. It was a hot coffee with milk. It wasn't the espresso ice. I get the espresso ice when we start live streaming, because it gets me live. Yeah. Time for some espresso ice. Who uses monk fruit with their espresso ice? I do. Delish, folks, delish. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here with TRIB. TRIB had news, and the news was out on August 26th. Was it 26th? Yeah. They announced an increased order of Trin Screen HIV and raises guidance for 2024 sales. Float just under 8 million. Volume 14 million. So not a heck of a lot of volume, but you could see that yesterday it ran up, and then at pre-market it ran up, and it made a nice run of 105%. And then when we zoom in, you can see that it ultimately formed a descending wedge, created consolidation. A descending wedge is basically a pattern that suggests a potential reversal to the upside. A descending wedge, potential reversal to the upside. So what happened is it started to consolidate, and then it had the upside move to $4.21. We could have said $4.20 for the memes, but it was $4.21. 421, and we can mark that. Why not? Let's mark it right there, right there. But then ultimately what happened was it formed a double top, and a double top would be a bearish pattern, right? So you got a top over here, a top over there, right? So you got two tops, right? So this pennant was valid, right? This descending wedge reversal pattern was valid. It reversed upward, but then hit resistance at around 420. Forms a double top and sells off, so we can go ahead and put a line right here, and has been selling off ever since. And it's not that schmexy anymore, you know, because you got VWAP right over here, way up here, way up here. And one thing that is happening is it is holding the 200 EMA right over here. And that's kind of nice of it, but really it has been stair-stepping downward, breaking its neck. Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. I'm falling down. Stop this. Oh, no.
Halfway down now.
My shoe. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yes. That's how
Eddie
people fall down the stairs.
Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
That's how people fall down the stairs, though. He's not wrong.
That's true, right? So that's what happened with the stock. That's what happened with the stock. The stock went falling down.
It lost its shoe.
You always
The
have
stock fell down and
Oh, yeah.
it couldn't get up. So it's going down on the downtrend. It did form that double top. Hopefully it'll recover, but for now, TRIB, thank you for the memories, but nah.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, what have you done for me lately? In fact, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's go to SMFL. SMFL is an interesting stonk. It's an interesting stonk. The float is 77,000 shares. That is like micro mini skirt. In fact, the skirt's up to the neck. I'm just saying, up to the neck. Volume, almost 8 million. Almost 8 million. Currently up 40%, 41% if you want to be generous. Today, yeah. They filed a 8K yesterday. On the 22nd, they announced engagement of an Amarest Group in expansion of its acquisition pipeline. That's the story. And they were moving upward. We could see that there was an upward trend, but it broke that upward trend. It has broken that upward trend. Let's get rid of some of these drawings over here, doubles. Let's clear it up. All right, so what do we got right now? This is a 5-minute chart, doubles. And unfortunately, you know what it looks like, right, doubles? What does it look like, doubles? It looks like a cabeza, a shoulder, and an irregular shoulder. What happened here? What happened? A shoulder, a irregular shoulder, right? Or you could even say it was a double top, right? And you have the precipitous, I don't even know if that's a word, precipitous downward trend that comes after a bearish pattern is formed. And of course, there would be resistance at the VWAP. The VWAP was right around $1.67. And this don't look too healthy. Let's zoom in and see what's going on over here. You can see that the 9 EMA is pointing downward. We don't like that, doubles. We want it to point upward. Because if it points downward, that suggests that there is downward pressure in price action. And if we look at it on the 1 minute, we're looking at you at the 1 minute SMFL. And yeah, you know what it looks like, right, doubles? It looks like a look-alike barcoding, lack of volume. So all that volume happened earlier in the morning when it was going up, but now it's going downtown and not particularly schmexy at this momento, but we will keep an eye on you. IVP in the house. Ho! IVP popping off. What's going on? Up 15%. Inspire Veterinary Partners announces non-binding acquisition proposal of Vetc.ai. This was 8:30 in the morning. Float 1.6 mil. Volume 753,000. So not that much volume at the moment. It had news, but again, this does not look particularly appetizing. It also looks like a head and shoulders pattern. Seems to be the flavor of the day. Unfortunately, we don't like head and shoulders patterns unless they're inverted. If they're inverted, they're bullish. If they're regular head and shoulders, they're not good. Not good. They're bearish. So we need to see a break of the shoulder for IVP to become, how should I put it, interesting. So far, not interesting. TANH, another tickaroo that was running earlier in the morning. Let's go take a look at it. Let's zoom in. This is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. Let's sharpen it up with the 5 minute doubles. And looks kind of sort of like a double top right over here, an irregular double top, right? So the top will be here, top over here. It is below VWAP. Again, let's get the graffiti pencil out. Let's delineate where the VWAP is. It's around 0.217-ish, right? And the price action is below VWAP, so that would indicate a lack of volume. And we could also see that the 9 EMA is in fact curling downward. We would need to see it start curling upward to become schmexy doubles, right? Now, that being said, there's always the possibility if some volume coming in, if some volume came in, it could potentially form a bull pennant. But I would have to say overall right now it looks kind of bearish. I don't think we have a bull pennant here. I think we got an irregular head and shoulders. Why do I say that, folks? I'll tell you why. Let's go to a longer time frame, doubles. Let's go to a longer time frame. Here's why. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. You see that spike over there, doubles? See that spike over there? That one right there? All right? I bet you some folks got stuck in that spike when it went down, and I bet you that there'll be some profit taken later on that'll bring the price down. Now, the question is, will it recover that? Will it recover after that? I don't know. Let's go to the 1 minute. And the other thing that I don't like about it is, look at how these candles look. They don't look healthy. But if it can break VWAP, we'll put you on a side chart. Yeah. We'll put you on a side chart. Let's see what happens. But a lot of times when the price action is below VWAP, it will keep bumping into VWAP several times, and it'll be indecisive, and it would basically need a lot of volume to break through VWAP. If it can break through VWAP doubles, that would be interesting. But then it would have to maintain and hold above VWAP and show further volume to start pushing away from VWAP. And as it gets further and further away from VWAP, that's when you look schmexy, TANH. But until then, what have you done for me lately?
Yes, what have you done for me lately?
We have dissoiding. What's the word, DBL moms? Disconcerting? Disconcerting? Like, in other words, high standards. Our indelible pride, they got high standards.
Discerning.
Yeah, disconcerting. Yeah, the disconcerting. We got disconcerting indelible prides. What is it again?
Discerning.
Yeah, what she said.
Her too.
Listen, you said tomato. I said tomato. What's wrong with you?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Come on, don't be mean.
What's the matter?
I know you smart. Come on. Sopa. Currently up 24%. There was some insider buying on August 20th. It is a 2 million float stock. Currently, volume is 5 million. 5 million. That's the volume. It broke an uptrend. And has been selling off ever since and consolidating below VWAP. Let's go to the 5-minute chart, doubles. It's kind of curling doubles on the 5-minute. It's trying to break that downtrend, so we could go ahead and do one of these joints right here and say, hey, it's breaking that basic downtrend. Let's get rid of the other trend line over here. We don't need that at all. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's get rid of this one. We don't need this one either. Alrighty, let's go and zoom into this and see what's going on. All right, so it's trying to break the trend line, but here's the deal. It is considerably below VWAP doubles. It would need to really move further up towards VWAP. Again, we would suppose that there would be significant resistance at VWAP. So we'll keep an eye on you, Sopa. But clearly you respected the $2 resistance area. Let's get rid of some of the old drawings on the higher time frames that I have off screen right now. Let's do that. All right. So some significant levels that we need to keep an eye on right around here. Right there would be a significant level. Boom. But it's a long ways away from that. So Sopa, I'll see you later. If you wake up, we'll talk. Until then, later for now. Ciao for now. Let's go back to ENSC and see if it can get its act together or nada. And so far, unfortunately, it continues to be a bearish head and shoulders pattern, and the price continues to stay low. But it is trying to curl, doubles. You see on the 1 minute, you can see it's trying to curl. But again, when we go to the MACD, we can still see that the candles are starting to diminish even more. Volume is just not there. It needs to have a volume uptick. We need to see the RSI start to pull upward, and we're not seeing that. What we are seeing, however, doubles, is we are seeing that the 9 EMA is trying its best to curl. We would need to see it curl even more to become schmexy. So we'll put you on a side burner and let you cook a little bit and see. Oh, a little bit of a spike, doubles. Hey, a little bit of a spike over here. It's tickling the bottom. It's tickling the bottom of VWAP, and we got some new news. Oh, we got new news. Oh, they won a $14 million federal grant for lead pain therapy. It's the same news. So they came out twice. Okay, all right. So they just worded the same news twice. Okay, so they recycled the news. Okay, so that might not really push this up, but we'll keep an eye on you. I mean, we ain't got nothing else going on, so we might as well keep an eye on it. I'm going to have some espresso ice. What are you going to do? You got a top tail? I don't like top tails, doubles.
You like the bottom.
It's all about the bottoms, baby. It's all about the bottom tails. Mm. Where was that from? The DBL Moms?
I don't know.
It's all about the bottom tails,
I think we just made it up.
tails. I know we made it up, but the hook is from a show.
Oh,
You know
I
the
don't
Muffin
know.
Man?
Huh?
The what?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin
Oh,
Man.
Yeah,
Muffin Man,
yeah,
Muffin Man,
yeah.
Muffin
Probably,
Who's the Muffin Man?
probably the Muffin Man.
Who's the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
You don't know the Muffin Man?
I don't know no Muffin Man.
How
What?
dare?
You holding out on me, DBL Moms? First the Milkman and now the Muffin Man? What's going on with you? You and your bushy tail Serengeti-ness. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Muffin Man.
Doubles. Who's
know-
this? Who's this Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. You don't know the Muffin Man?
What
The
Muffin
He
Man?
used to come around to give her the muffin.
You didn't just go there, Doubles, did you?
You liked muffin diving.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh my God. Muffin top. Muffin top. It's curling, but it's curling very slowly.
Don't tell him about the cup.
Very slowly. 68%, just below 69%. It's tickling the bottom of 69%. Put the chancleta down, bushy tail one. I'm talking about the stonk percentage run. That's what we're talking about. Folks, if you're enjoying the show, consider sharing the stream if you don't mind. Because sharing is caring. You don't have to, but it would be mighty kind, and it would help us grow, and it would help us put more content out there for you. Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so it is kind of trying to curl. We got significant resistance right around the VWAP. I would have to say that we still have a prevailing head and shoulders pattern, and I am not convinced that this is going to be significant enough to push this along. And it looks like they recycled their previous news at 8 o'clock. They recycled it at 8:43, and I think people are realizing that that's the case. So maybe this could be a false breakout and a pull downward. Hopefully I'm wrong, but yeah, I don't like when they put the same kind of news out one right after the other, because folks are smarter than that. You know, Doubles, they're smarter. They know better. I'm going to have some espresso ice. All right. So let's go to another ticker, because this is not tantalizing me at the moment. You know, I'm not really tantalized. Moms, keep an eye on this one just in case it does something, you know, kind of phantasmic, you know. But AD, come on now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. ADXN, and it looks like the pennant is failing. It looks like it's failing. Let's look at the 5-minute double. So a little bit of a freak out, right? Like it freaked us out or tricked us, you know. It made believe it was going to break up, and then it broke down. Sometimes they break down and they come back up, but not particularly interesting at this juncture. We will put you on a back burner because you look not so good at this moment. Okay, let's go to another ticker. Let's go to the TRIB that was selling off really hard. Had news very early in the morning, and it sold off very hard after forming this double top. And it has been breaking that downward trend, but it's got a long way to go. So this has to cook. If it's going to turn around at all, it has to cook. And then we could go and take a look at SMFL one more time, SMFL. And of course, it too has a double top or potentially an irregular head and shoulders, and it continues to trend downward. So this one's not particularly interesting either. Let's go to SOPA, and then we're going to take a look at some new ones because all of these are kind of boring. They're kind of boring me right now. Doubles, they're boring me. All right, so this one too, major sell-off. Trying to break that downtrend. Not a lot of volume on it. Not schmexa. Let's see. We can also go take a look at TUYA. Upward trend with TUYA. This is the 5-minute chart. But it looks kind of barcode-ish. Do you notice that? Look at that. This is the uptrend on it. But if we do a little zoom in the room, you can see it's barcoding, which signifies that there's a lack of volume on this ticker. And that would make sense because it's 174 million float. How did you get into my list? You gave a special dividend and you're up 15%, but your float's 174 million. How dare you show up on my scanner and your volume's only 680? I don't even want to look at you. No, you little sneak, you little sneak. Xwell that ends well. Xwell that ends well. Trying to form a low volume double bottom, not particularly interesting at all. They did announce a partnership with Priority Pass. That was on August 26th. Float 5 million, but there's only 253,000 shares in volume. Currently up 13%. Doubles. There's not much going on. But check this out, folks. It is the dog days of summer, baby.
And almost Labor Day.
And it's almost Labor Day. Who's going to be cooking their weenies on Labor Day? If you're going to cook your weenies on Labor Day,
Goes on your weenie.
your mustard goes on your weenies.
Not
your burgers. We're in the South, and they put mustard on their burgers. It's ungodly, I tell you.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. It's wrong in every way. If you don't remember to tell them to not put mustard on your burgers, they put mustard on your burgers, even if there's mayonnaise on your burgers. Who uses mustard and mayonnaise? I mean, flag on the play. 150-yard penalty. Get it out of the stadium. I mean, no bueno. No bueno. What do we got going on over here? Let me put my spectacles on here. What do we got? What do we got?
Perspective says Zappa the Muffin Man Bongo Fury out.
Oh, is that what it is? Daily. Thank you very much.
Not really. Different Muffin Man, I guess.
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man.
And he asked for TANH.
TANH. Let's go and check it out. Let's go check it out. All right. So TANH had formed a potential pennant, but it had a prevailing double top. So the prevailing double top seems to be the better of the, well, no, I shouldn't say better, the more prevailing pattern. But there is this pennant possibility. It did try to break through VWAP. It is above VWAP, but it has formed a doji candle, and this could be a false bull trap there. You know what I mean? It's a 22-cent stock. It's going to be volatile. It's currently up 41%. Yeah, and it has a lot of volume earlier in the day, 52 million shares, and the float is under 5 million. So there's certainly the possibility it needs to stay above VWAP, and I would say we could probably create some levels of resistance right around where the double tops are, right around here. So that would be what, 23 and a half pennies. Another resistance area at around 25 cents. And then, of course, 25 and a half, let's say, more or less. So those are some levels of resistance. The support areas are over here. We need to see it stay above VWAP. It is trying to break out of this potential bull pennant right here. But again, the prevailing wind suggests a double top. So it is tricky. It is not crystal clear that it's going to break out. Let's take a look at the 1 minute doubles, and let's take a look at what the volume picture shows. And if we go to the last candle, we can see that there's only 18,000 shares exchanging hands. So that's not particularly good. It needs volume, baby, volume. We could see that the RSI is in the middle over here. It's starting to move towards being overbought, but it certainly could turn back down again. See, look at this. See how it was making believe it was going up, and then it came back down. But the bottom line is the volume candles are very tiny on it, so it is not to be trusted. It could be that it is breaking out, and it could be that this area right here is a breakout off of a bull pennant. Could be, but we don't have a lot of volume on it, so I don't trust it at this moment. TANH. Yes, you ran up, but what have you done for me lately? Back to ENSC. Let's see what's going on with this one. ENSC, you don't look too healthy. ENSC, you don't look too healthy, baby. No. Did we say it was a potential false breakout? Did we say that recycling the same type of news twice in a matter of 43 minutes is a no? No. The indelible pride is much smarter than that. Yeesh, much smarter than that.
Laptop Travel says, what about ADXN here? Think it'll break out at the 9:30 market open.
Let's go check it out. We'll go check it out. This looks like it's going to do a little Flushosaurus Rex, and it has a history of doing Flushosaurus Rex. So, prevailing head and shoulders bear pattern. This was a fake breakout based on a recyclement of a very similar type of news article within 43 minutes. It got a 150-yard penalty, and it's breaking downward. So, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. Let's go to ADXN. ADXN, let's check it out. Laptop Travel wants us to check it out. Let's go and check it out. All right, so we have that bull pennant that was formed here, right? But we don't have a lot of volume, so that's problematic. This is what it looks like on the 1 minute doubles. Let's go and take a look at what's going on with the volume picture. You can see that there's a lack of volume candles, so it needs volume. No matter what, it needs volume. Let's go and take a look at what's going on. We had news of insider type of purchases going on. The float is really low. I like that. 716,000 shares. There has been quite a bit of volume earlier. 5 million shares. Currently up 53%. But right now the RSI is kind of like smack in the middle, so it's in a consolidation mode. It is above VWAP. I like that. I like that a lot. VWAP would be right around $11.34. So it's kind of like in this channel. So volume would certainly help it out. Let's go to the 5 minute stubbles. We're going to the 5 minutes. And again, you could see the pennant a little bit more clearly on the 5 minute. And you can see that, in fact, it is consolidating. That is a good sign. It's staying above the 9 EMA on the 5 minute chart. And if this 9 EMA can curl upward, that would be absolutely amazing. Amazing, I tell you. So it has potential. Let's go to a longer time frame and see what its history has been. Let's go to 20 days. That's not enough. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go 180 days. Let's zoom in. Okay, let's go over here. I mean, I'm sure that there's probably going to be some profit taking. It's holding up. I like that. And how high did it go? It went up 63%. It's holding up relatively close to where it ran. Let's go back to the 5 minute. It looks pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot, but I like it a lot better if it gets some volume. It needs volume. See, this is a 5 minute candle, and there's only 6,600 shares on it. So without the volume confirmation, it's a wait and see, but certainly a side chart, and certainly looks better than most of the other tickers, I would have to say, at this point. Yeesh. So let's keep an eye on it. Good eyes there. Laptop, good eyes. I like that one. Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna say that this looks better than this. This is your leading gainer right now on the 5 minute. And it is below VWAP. And if we go to the 1 minute, you can see that it had that situation over there where it spiked up and pulled back down after they had that second reporting of the similar type of news. It's now trying to break through VWAP. It's below VWAP, whereas AXDN is above VWAP. No? Let's see. Is it AXDN? ADXN. ADXN. Yeah, so this one's above VWAP. Let's see what the volume differential is between the two. So the float on ENSC is 8 million, volume 29 million. All right, okay, so about 3 times the volume in pre-market. And then on ADXN, we got 716,000 shares, and the volume is almost 6 times that. So there's a better ratio of float to volume on ADXN. And ADXN is above VWAP. So, and then, of course, ENSC has a history of selling off after running also. Did you know that, Doubles? Did you know that? This is not financial advice, folks. This is not stock advice. I'm just having a fireside chat with my youngster, my little bumpkin. I like to call him D-Bill Nick. Sheesh. He's just a baby. Fireside chat. It's 100 degrees outside. What the heck am I doing?
It's fire outside.
It's hot. It's hot. I got hot face over here. Hot face. I'm not angry. It's hot face.
You give me air conditioning. I'm very happy. I'm so happy.
AC would be great. We got AC though.
We have AC.
But it's hot outside. It's hot outside, folks. It's Florida. Florida tends to be very hot. So let's check out SMFL. It's selling off, kind of like what we thought would happen, unfortunately. And yeah, see, so we had that double top or an irregular head and shoulders, and it continues to sell off. And you can see on the 1 minute, there's just not a lot of volume on it as it continues to sell off. It is barcoding. Liquidity is being provided by the market makers. Oh my goodness, oh my gracious. Okay, we're going to go and check out some other tickers that are popping up on the scanner. All right, new, N-U-W-E. Let's see what's going on with new. New, I typed it twice. It was so nice. I typed the E twice. Let's try it again. Boom. And it did around the corner, around the trip. It round tripped. Not so schmexy. Meh, forget about it. Forget about it. Let's go back to TANH. Another one of those leading gainers. Leading gainers. So here's the story. It formed a double top here, or head and shoulders. But it also had formed a bull pennant, and it curled up, and now it's forming another top. So, I would have to say it's a triple top. I'm going to get rid of the pennant because the pennant does not look valid at all. It seems to be becoming more bearish as time has gone on. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the bull pennant because it doesn't look like it's accurate. That's sad. I would have loved to have had it be a bull pennant. And I guess you could theoretically say it was a bull pennant because it kind of curled up over here, but it's forming another top. And that makes it a triple top. If you look at it on the 5 minute doubles.
5 minute?
5 minute top. I hate to say it, but nah. And this stock has the same issue as well. This stock has a history of not holding up very well after it runs, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of sad. I hope I'm wrong. I would like to see the volume come in and break through that downtrend, you know? That would be particularly cool if that could happen. But right now, so far, not so good, I would say. TRIB also selling off, unfortunately. Let's take a look at it. Let me get rid of this descending wedge because it already happened, right? We don't need that anymore. Let's clear it up a little bit so that the folks don't get confused because there's a lot of stuff going on over here. But we're doing it in real time. Folks. So, you know, we got to do things step by step. Okay, double top, sell off, consolidating above the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, actually. This is what it looks like on the 5 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute.
1 minute.
And you can see on the 1 minute it seems to be barcoding, and we could see that the 9 EMA is pulling downward, so it does not look particularly healthy at this juncture. So, for you. I need a new ticker. DBL Moms. I need something new. Some new news would be particularly great. I mean, it is 9:07 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. So, I mean, it's kind of late in the morning for some news, but if something with new news would come out, you know what I'm saying? If something, it would really be kindly appreciated. But I don't see anything. So let's go to SOPA. SOPA, not really doing terribly well, SOPA, but we'll check it out. It too is barcoding, so this does not look particularly attractive either. How about IVP? How's IVP doing? It popped up earlier. What is it doing? What's it doing? Oh, no. Head and shoulders, double top, sell off. Forget about it. You keep it. I don't want it. ENSC, let's see what's going on with you now. ENSC. Oh, ENSC, you broke through VWAP. Oh, so are we going to have a situation where you're going to nullify this head and shoulders over here? In other words, it already had its flush, and now you're trying to give me a double bottom? I don't believe you. Prove it. Prove your love to me. We're on the 5 minute chart. Looks like it could potentially be forming a cup and handle. I want to see it break this level right over here. Let's go ahead and put a graffiti pencil to it. We want to see a break of this area right here to validate that this, in fact, is a cup and handle pattern. I don't know if that is actually the case. Is that actually the case? We will see. What are we looking at?
Laptop says J&J partners with ADXN just in the news regarding substance
abuse.
Positive news.
ADX, it just came in?
80?
Do we have new news on ADXN? Let's see. Laptop said so.
Let's see.
He said so.
Let's see. ADXN.
ADXN events select clinical candidates from That's 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was the news. Okay. All right. We'll check it out. It is certainly the best of the bunch, I would say, even though the ENSC is slightly higher percentage-wise, but I like the chart better on ADXN. Ooh. It's testing the top laptop.
Yay.
The higher day is being tested, but again, low volume. We want some more volume. Let's go ahead and go into a longer time frame with this ticker and see if we can get some levels out of it.
Yay.
Not at the 1 hour. Let's try the 4 hour. It's pushing, folks. It's pumping. We have resistance at this area right here. So that would be a resistance area. Right there would be another resistance area. And right there would be another resistance area. Let's go back to the 5 minute. Folks, it is moving up somewhat. We now have 65%. Again, needs volume. Worth keeping an eye on. Here's the key levels of resistance. It's trying to push. We're going to keep an eye on it. It's pushing. It's pumping. 716,000 float, very low, moving towards 6 million volume this morning. It is trying to stay above this level, which was the previous high, which is $12.60. And maybe we might have something here. I think, like I said, I think laptop might be onto something. I think that this is the most schmexy of the bunch right now. And they ain't that much that's schmexy.
Hello,
Not
Mohammed.
too much. Hey, Mohammed, how are you? Welcome to this stream. Okay, we now are up still 67%. We're keeping an eye on it. It's moving slow. Let's go to the 1 minute. There's not much else moving right now, so we might as well check this out. It has formed the beginnings of a bottom tail, but it's red. We need this bottom tail to... Yeah, see, it just failed. But it's holding at 1260, which was the previous high. So let's see if it could bounce. Let's see. Let's give it a gander over here. Let's see what's going on with it, because the other tickers are not really moving too much. So we might as well check out ADXN. Can it get above 1260? Can I have a witness? Cardinal efficient, right? Dangerous. Can it be dangerous? Come on, push, baby, push. All right, 59,000, 60, 70,000, 71,000. Laptop in the house. Laptops, that's 68%. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. All right, a little bit more. Can we get some action out of this one? That's the question. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, 5 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. Top tail. Can it reclaim the top tail? 1290 would be another level right here. We need to see it break 1290. It just needs volume. That's what it needs. Okay. All right. We'll come back to you. ADXN. You are on our side chart. Side chart. Let's go to ENSC. Let's see what's going on with ENSC. ENSC is trying to actually break out of that cup and handle. It had that previous head and shoulders. It is pumping. It's pushing. It's currently up 84%. It was up as high as 105%. No, that was TRIB. I take it back. ENSI was up 90%. So this is, how high did it go just now?
Up, it's 82%.
82% right now. 82%. None of these tickers have enough volume. No. They need volume. You could see that there's a lot of top tails on all these candles, and I don't like that. Now this one right here, it's trying to form a bottom tail, but it needs to turn green. We need it to turn green to become schmexy.
Yay.
If it turns green, then it would be particularly schmexy. But again, remember, we do have this head and shoulders pattern over here. The price did dip based on the head and shoulders pattern, but it didn't dip as far down as I thought. They came out with a news article which kind of was like a recycling of the previous news. It is the leading gainer by a little bit. There's not a lot of leading gainers that have a lot of authority, and this particular candle is moving quite slowly, even though it's giving us a bottom tail. So, okay, all right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. You're not really turning me on. You know. You're letting me down a little bit. I mean, you know what I mean? You're up 89%. Okay. VOXX, the bushy tail Serengeti specialist, has alerted me of VOXX. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go. What's going on with this ticker? 35%. Insider acquisition reported. Float's kind of on the heavy side, almost 13 million. Volume's only 328,000. Come on, we'll put a little level right there for you. And it broke the level. It's pushing. It's pumping. A little bit of movement. It is now above $4. It's up 40%. VOXX insider buying. They changed the board members on August 13th. 12.8 million float, 328,000. So this is all happening on low volume, but you have a terrible top tail. So, doubles. For now, we will talk to you later. ADXN. Let's go to ADXN. And it needs to get above the 1260 mark. We will keep an eye on you, but this is starting to form a double top. We don't like double tops. We like double bottoms. ENSC. Not really taking off the way it needs to take off. It too is forming what potentially could be a cup and handle on the 1 minute. And we can take a look at it on the 5 minute as well. And it too could be a cup and handle on the 5 minute. But we do have that prevailing head and shoulders bear pattern, and we don't have the volume to really push this through. So, and we're getting uncomfortably close to 9:30 when there would potentially be some potential profit taking. So we'll keep an eye on all these tickers into what's going on. We're going to keep an eye on it. Let's see. NVIDIA to report earnings Wednesday after the market closes. Follow leader, I guess. Yeah, could be. NVIDIA is a biggie. It's a big. I got myself some NVIDIA. I got some of that. I got some of that. Yeah. All right. ENSC now up 87%. Can we end the stream strong? Come on. Bottom tail, baby. It's a bottom tail on the 5. What is it on the 1 minute? It's a doji on the 1 minute. Give me a bottom tail, baby. Give me a bottom tail. It's just not moving fast enough. It's not now. Not yet, maybe. Not yet. Not now, not yet. So we'll be keeping an eye on ENSC. We'll be keeping an eye on ADXN. I would have to say those two are the most attractive at this juncture. Maybe SMFL can straighten itself out. Maybe TRIB can straighten itself out. But right now, none of them looks really particularly that attractive. But the night is still young, because it's not night, it's morning. It's morning. So ENSC and ADXN, I'll be keeping a particularly close eye on you too. Yeah. I'm going to do that. All right, folks, we're going to get ready for our stream in the Discord. We invite you to come and join us. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment to take a 5-day trial. We call a lot of bangers in there. A lot of times we're monitoring the internet and the market for small caps from 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. And, of course, a lot of educational stuff, a lot of real-time live stream stuff. You can also take our course. That's another possibility for you. You can check that option out as well. Okay? Over 400 lessons. Real deal type of stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the link's in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to take the 5-day trial. And you'll also have access to all of the picks as well. So the 5-day trial is $1. $1. And we'll be on that stream momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on YouTube, do what this young man says, please.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as Ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, doubles. Sharing is caring. And, of course, you could also follow us on Twitch. Which is at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you could follow us on X, which was formerly known as Twitter.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, we also got the TikTok going on. And that one's at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. Yes. Yes. All right. So it is Coach Nick Money and DBL Nicks. And, of course, the bushy tail Serengeti specialist herself, the one, the only, the one that gets all the stonks for the indelible pride. That would be you folks out there. It's the one and only DBL Moms. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. DBL Moms makes the show. All right. Listen up. I am Coach Nick Money, so make a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Be greenable. And I'm also with my compatriot, DBL Nicks.
Yes.
And my other compatriot, the bushy tail specialist herself, DBL Moms. Make a lot of money, have fun, and enjoy yourself. Achieve all your dreams.